All right, tuck those napkins in, folks, because we're about to get fancy. Today, we're diving deep into the world of fine dining.
Ooh, exciting.
But we're going way beyond just what's on the plate, Ray. We're talking about the whole experience.
Exactly, the whole shebang. Because, there's a lot more to it than meets the eye.
Okay, so let's start with the basics then. For those of us who maybe haven't had the pleasure of experiencing it firsthand, what exactly is fine dining? Like, what sets it apart from just, going out to eat?
Right, well, think of it this way. Casual dining. That's like grabbing a quick bite with a friend. Easy breezy.
Right.
Fine dining. That's like going to the theater.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. It's a full-on performance. You've got your ambiance, the service, the incredible food, of course. Everything's meticulously planned, to create this whole captivating experience.
It's like orchestrated, right? It's not just like, oh, we're hungry, let's go grab a burger.
No. It's way more intentional than that. And our source actually digs into what makes fine dining unique. They talk about this focus on creating a luxurious atmosphere. You'll see a lot of high-end materials, spacious layouts, and even specific color palettes that are designed to evoke like a sense of intimacy and exclusivity.
So like the environment itself is a big part of the experience.
Huge. Absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, some restaurants even go as far as use scent marketing.
Oh, wow.
To kind of subtly influence your mood, So you walk in and there's this aroma of warm vanilla and sandalwood in the air.
Oh, that's lovely.
Right. Doesn't that just make you feel pampered and relaxed?
I'm already feeling calmer just thinking about it.
Right. It sets the stage. But of course, at the end of the day, we can't forget about the food.
Yeah, that's true.
Which in fine dining takes center stage.
Yeah, wouldn't you say the food is still the star of the show? I mean, you can't have fine dining without incredible food, right?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
But it goes beyond just being delicious. Like fine dining chefs are obsessed with using the highest quality, often rare ingredients,
Yeah.
and letting those ingredients shine. You won't find any heavy sauces masking the flavors here. It's all about celebrating the natural beauty of the food and focusing on seasonality.
Oh, so like a tomato in summer is going to taste way different than one shipped in during a winter.
Exactly. And that's why fine dining menus are so carefully curated. They change with the seasons. You might find a dish featuring white truffles in the fall, but not in spring, because that's when they're at their peak flavor.
That makes total sense. I've always been curious about those multi-course tasting menus.
Yes.
That seems like such a unique way to experience food. Is that something that is like specific to fine dining, would you say?
Oh, definitely. Tasting menus are like a whole culinary journey.
Oh, cool.
Carefully crafted to take you through a range of flavors and textures. Each course is like a mini masterpiece, often with a surprising twist or some innovative technique.
Like little bursts of flavor, each one its own thing.
Yes. You're not just ordering a dish, you're entrusting the chef to guide you on this whole adventure.
Okay, I'm sold. So we've got the ambiance, the focus on amazing seasonal ingredients, and this kind of like curated culinary journey.
Yes.
But what about the service? Is it really as different in fine dining as people say?
Oh, absolutely. The service is an art form in itself. It's about being attentive without being intrusive. Think of it like a ballet, a perfectly choreographed dance between the staff and the diners. Our source even mentions specific training programs that these folks go through.
Wow.
Focused on anticipating the needs of guests before they even have to ask.
That is next level. So it's not just taking your order. It's about creating this seamless, almost invisible flow to the evening.
You got it. From the moment you walk in to the moment you leave, you're being taken care of by this whole team of professionals who are dedicated to making your experience unforgettable.
Like they're reading your mind.
Almost.
Yeah.
And that level of service, you need a whole cast of characters, not just your waiter. You got the sommelier.
Wait, hold on. Remind me, what exactly is a sommelier again? I hear that term thrown around a lot, but...
The sommelier is like the wine guru of the restaurant.
Okay.
They've got an encyclopedic knowledge of wines and can recommend the perfect pairing for each dish. Taking into account your preferences, the ingredients in the food, they know their stuff.
So it's like having your own personal wine expert guiding you through the meal.
Precisely. And then, of course, you've got the chefs working their magic in the kitchen and the entire wait staff moving gracefully through the dining room, ensuring every detail's perfect.
It really is a whole production, isn't it?
It really is.
So basically, fine dining is this beautifully choreographed performance where the food, the atmosphere, and the service all come together to create something truly special.
Exactly.
It's not just about eating, it's about indulging in this multisensory
So
experience.
it's an experience, yeah.
Which brings us to a question that's probably on a lot of people's minds. The cost.
Ah, yes.
Why is fine dining so expensive?
Hmm.
Is it just about exclusivity, or is there more to it?
Well, it's a great question, and honestly, something worth exploring. I mean, we know they're using top-notch ingredients, providing top-notch service, but is that enough to justify those prices?
Yeah.
Well, let's break it down. Fine dining restaurants are businesses too. Exactly. They've got to make a profit, just like anyone else.
Right, of course. But I imagine the costs are a lot higher, right? I mean, just thinking about it.
Oh, absolutely. Think about location. Prime real estate in those bustling city centers. Rent alone can be astronomical.
Makes sense.
And then you've got the cost of those exceptional, often rare ingredients.
Yes. The good stuff.
The good stuff. We're talking specialty produce, imported delicacies, sometimes even stuff foraged from specific regions.
So not just swinging by the local grocery store.
No, not quite. We're talking about fine dining chefs often work directly with small-scale farmers and producers to get the very best. And that, my friend, comes at a premium.
I bet. And let's not forget about the staff. They play such a big role in the whole fine dining experience.
Huge role,
Yeah.
and a highly skilled one at that.
Yeah.
You've got those talented chefs, the sommelier, the meticulously trained wait staff. Their expertise doesn't come cheap.
No, it doesn't. So it's like each element, from the location to the ingredients to the people, is contributing to this higher level of quality,
Exactly.
which then translates to a higher price tag.
Right. It all adds up.
But I guess the real question is, are people willing to pay for it?
That is the million-dollar question, isn't it? And the answer, in many cases, is a resounding yes.
Yeah.
Because remember, fine dining, it's not just about filling your stomach.
Right.
It's an experience. It's about being pampered, trying something new and exciting, maybe even feeling a sense of exclusivity. People are willing to pay for that.
It makes you feel special.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that makes sense. It's like, buying a ticket to a concert or a show. You're paying for the artistry, the talent, that whole experience, not just the individual songs.
You've got it.
So in a way, it's an investment. You're investing in an experience.
Exactly. And just like in the entertainment world, there are different levels of fine dining. You've got your Michelin-starred giants,
Oh, yeah.
your hidden local gems.
The up-and-comers?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Some places are known for their avant-garde techniques, like molecular gastronomy,
Oh.
creating dishes that look like works of art.
Oh, wow.
Others focus on hyperlocal sourcing, bringing the freshest, most seasonal ingredients to the table. And then there are those that specialize in reviving forgotten culinary traditions or pushing the boundaries of fusion cuisine.
So it's not just one type of food or one style of service. It's this incredibly diverse,
Yes.
constantly evolving scene.
Absolutely. A whole world to explore.
Okay, so I have to ask then, are there any particular restaurants that stand out to you as really exemplifying what fine dining is all about?
Ooh, so many. But a few that come to mind are El Cellar de Can Roca in Spain, known for its incredible innovation and theatrical presentation.
Ooh, fancy.
Noma in Copenhagen, which helped pioneer the new Nordic cuisine movement with its focus on foraging and local ingredients.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
And Alinea in Chicago, where the tasting menus are like edible art installations.
I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. I have to say, though, it sounds like fine dining is about more than just the food itself, right? It's the story behind those ingredients, the passion of the chefs, the dedication of that whole team. It's almost a cultural experience.
You hit the nail on the head. It's about appreciating the craft, the artistry, the sheer dedication that goes into creating these unforgettable experiences.
So for someone who hasn't experienced fine dining before, any advice on how to approach it? Without feeling intimidated or overwhelmed?
I'd say do your research. Don't just pick a restaurant based on the price or the name. Look into the chef's philosophy, what kind of cuisine they specialize in, the overall vibe. Find a place that speaks to your interests.
Right.
And your budget. You can find amazing fine dining experiences out there at every price point.
That's good advice. And maybe even start with a tasting menu.
Great idea.
It's a good way to sample a variety of dishes and get a feel for the chef's style.
Absolutely. And don't be afraid to ask questions. The staff, they're there to guide you, help you appreciate all the nuances of the food and wine. Think of it as an opportunity to learn something new. Expand your culinary horizons.
Like an adventure.
Exactly. An adventure for your taste buds.
Speaking of adventures, now that we've taken this deep dive into the world of fine dining, what's your biggest takeaway? For you, what really defines fine dining?
For me, it's the passion. You could just feel it
Yeah.
in every little detail. from the way they source the ingredients to how the food is presented. It's like a celebration of culinary excellence.
Yeah.
And that's contagious.
Totally. It's like you're experiencing the chef's vision and creativity firsthand.
Yeah.
It really makes you appreciate the effort they put into it.
Exactly. And I think that's something you can apply to other areas of life too, whether it's art, music, even just a simple craft. Seeking out those experiences where passion shines through, that's enriching.
Oh, absolutely. It's about finding those things that spark joy, that inspire you, even if it's just a perfectly brewed cup of coffee.
Exactly.
Well, to our listeners, I hope this deep dive has given you a new perspective on the world of fine dining. It's not just about the price tag, it's about the commitment to quality, creativity, and a deep love for the art of food.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And remember, you don't need a Michelin star to experience incredible food and service.
Right?
There are amazing chefs and restaurants pushing boundaries in every corner of the world, so go out there, be curious, explore the culinary landscape.
Yes. Be adventurous.
And who knows, maybe you'll discover your new favorite spot right in your own neighborhood.
I love that. Well, until next time, happy eating, everyone.